Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have not been posting videos for a long time. So alongside with this video, I'll try to post more videos in the future. And if you want more videos like this, type down in the comments. So without further ado, let's go into today's video. Today's video is about this book called Nancy Drew. It's written by Carolyn Keene. This book is an exclusive book about pageants and it's very interesting. This caught my eye. So let's go into it. Okay. So, what I admire about this book is how it captivates the readers by making a pageant a mystery. So today let's see the first chapter. So the first chapter's name is Dethroned. So basically the main character is Nancy Drew and her friend Ned's classmate Portia was crowned the Miss Pretty Face pageant last year. But she was dethroned due to a shoplifting scandal, but she says that she didn't do it. So now Nancy should find out who is behind this whole scandal. So Nancy investigates Portia and discovers that someone set her up while she didn't do the shoplifting. So she goes to a store named Fleur where the scandal was caused. And then after going and investigating, the shopkeeper didn't say anything. She didn't even open up her mouth. So after coming back, her friend Beth suggested that she goes undercover as a pageant contestant to find out more about who were there last year. So here the author says about how the journey of Nancy being in the contestants of the pageant affects her personality while she tries to figure out who is behind the scandal. So this links to its second chapter called Pretty Suspicious. Here, Nancy, Bess, and Bess's cousin George go and sign up in the counter where Cupcake is the coach for the pageant contestants. Here what happens is that Bess and George decide not to go in the pageant and only Nancy is left to join. So after this, Nancy sees that she is the only one who doesn't fit in the whole atmosphere of pageants because she never tried of being more of the girly type. Instead, she was just simple. And she makes a new friend called Kelly who was unusually nice to her except everyone else. And then they learn about how they sponsor Miss Pretty Face Cosmetics. This links to the third chapter where Nancy figures out that the businessman of Pretty Face Cosmetics is Kyle McMahon. Here after that, while the dispersal, Kelly drops her phone. So when Nancy tries to pick it up, she finds out something suspicious. Therefore, after when she went home, she called Cupcake, who was their coach. Cupcake found something odd because who calls at the midnight and asks for someone's address, but she gave it to her. And when Nancy arrives at Kelly's house and rings the doorbell, Kyle opens the door. So of course Nancy is very shocked, and then she goes inside, and this is where the third chapter stops. And when Nancy goes into Kelly's room and she sees the owner of Fleur, Candy, Nancy's dad, and Kelly together. So then she feels suspicious. Kelly walks in and they both meet. She gives back her phone and then she insists that Nancy should stay for some time. After that, they both go through a box of samples. There was one of the cosmetics which every contestant was forced to wear during the rehearsals, during the pageant as well. But this type of cosmetic was different. It was vanilla flavored and it was less tingly. So then Nancy asked Kelly what's so different about both of these. Kelly told that her dad first of all checked the vanilla scent and then sent to the scientists saying that the rose scent because that was the it scent during that type of generation. This wraps up the fourth chapter. Okay, so this starts a new beginning for the fifth chapter, which is called the number one suspect. After all of this happening, Nancy had a few friends of her own, like Fallon and Piper. And then Portia came in very angrily, asking for any leads and saying that if she thought that she could hire Nancy, she needed some leads on what would be happening, but there was none till now. So Nancy told whatever she had found out. Portia was really angry because there was nothing related to her own case. So when Nancy told about Piper, Portia said that Piper's sister was Robin. While both of them were sitting in the Seaver Hall cafeteria, Robin was working right there. So Portia insisted that Nancy go investigate Robin. Now let's go through the sixth chapter. This chapter where it caught my eye. You know why? Because here there was a major plot twist. Instead of Kelly being the runner-up and being thrown as the after Portia was dethroned, but according to Robin, she was the runner-up because one of the judges, Sabrina, actually rated her wrongly, means unfairly, even though she likes the other contestants, but she rated Robin more because she felt that Robin didn't have enough money and she needed to win this for her family. But she was disqualified, so the next runner-up, Kelly, got the throne. This is how it wraps up the sixth chapter. After this, Nancy is left confused, but she got a tip from Kelly that if she wanted to buy the dress for the pageant, she could loan it from some type of boutique and give them free publicity at the event. So after that, Nancy and Bess went to the boutique called Glamour. The owner of the boutique was Sabrina, who was the judge last year and who did the unfair rating. After that, Sabrina actually opened up about why she gave Robin a more rating than the others because she thought Robin would be better off with the good prizes and would share with others. But now, as she opened up about it, she was disqualified and she was not invited to judge back. Here we're wrapping up about the seventh chapter. After this, Nancy started to piece a few things together. Then she found out that Fallon lied about how she had mono and had to drop out last year. So she asked George to hack in the accounts of the attendants and see where she got mono. But turns out she didn't get mono. I'll leave it up to you to read and decide whether what happens next. So here's how the eighth chapter wraps up. Now let's link towards the ninth chapter. Ninth chapter is called a relative surprise. After the lead told to Portia, Portia was still angry, saying that about this Fallon stuff does not relate to her own case. And then while Nancy is in disbelief, but still she asks Portia if she doesn't know about anything about Fallon, while Portia says, why don't you go and ask Kelly because Kelly and Fallon are cousins. This was a big surprise for Nancy and she was left dumbfounded. So now the ninth chapter is finished. Let's go on with the 10th chapter. So the 10th chapter is all about what happened with Fallon and Portia. I will not let you know what it is, but I will give you a one hint. The chapter's name is Blackmailed. And the last three chapters, 11, 12, and 13, shows about how this ended. This I'll leave it up to you. And I want you to comment down below what you found out and what you thought it's gonna be. So this is the wrap up of the whole book. This was an amazing book to read. There are still two more books in the series, and there are 30 books in the Nancy Drew series. So if you want, you can read all of them. And after reading most of the books, I'll come up with another review and comment down which book you want next. Bye guys.